Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here at the Funny Bone Comedy Club, 168th and Dodge. This weekend we've got one of my favorites from back when I first learned about comedy. I found out about this comic and I've been a fan of hers ever since. Please welcome back to Omaha, Tammy Pescatelli. How are you, Tammy?
I'm good, honey. Thank you. Thank God that was me you were talking about. That would have been very awkward if you were talking about one of your favorite comics and it wasn't me. Then I would have had to just
I've done that 3 times. I learned my lesson.
You did?
Yeah.
Did they leave? Did you get punched?
They did leave. They did leave. I never got to interview them ever again, unfortunately.
Well, that's okay. We go through it.
I'm interviewing you now, so I'm good with
I'll
that.
take it. I'm here. I'm here in the corner. No one puts baby in the corner, but I'm here.
No one except for me puts baby in the corner. So it's been a while since I've seen you. How you been?
Crazy, but good. Thank you. And good things are happening for you. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was telling you before we started recording here that I'm having a kid coming up in July, and I know that a lot of your comedy is about being a mother. What kind of advice would you give me?
Not really. My comedy is not about being a mother, because my son didn't sign up for it. I think I have like 2 jokes about him, but it's just about my crazy life, and I think that's all part of it. The advice I would give you right now: run. That's what I would say. Run, run before the DNA test comes back. That's probably the best thing I could tell you.
That's good to know. I've kind of got an eye out for that DNA test coming up. I just want to make sure things are right. You know what I mean?
Are you always going to just try to outdo my joke?
No.
Like I tell something funny and then you try to top it off and then I just go, yeah, okay.
I try to set you up. I'm not a good comic. I try to set you up for the good punchlines. I give you the good stuff. She's going to kill me after this interview. I'm never going to be able to talk to her again.
Me. I give you the good stuff. Then you go, this is what you do. You go, oh, yeah, so that's a run, huh? Okay.
Well,
how are you going to enjoy having a baby? What do you think?
It's going to be awesome.
Okay, all right then. We'll see you. That's wonderful. And I hope that you get a lot of sleep, all right? Okay, thank you so much.
Well, before this goes off the rails, let's get into what I did want to talk about, because this has already gone off the rails big time. So you've been working on a movie about doing comedy overseas. Tell me about that.
Well, it's a documentary. It's out. It's called I Am Battle Comic, and it's the third in a trilogy. That would make sense, but it is the 3rd installment in the I Am Comic series. And there's I Am Comic, I Am Road Comic, and I Am Battle Comic, and I'm lucky to be part of that one because it's about comics who go overseas and entertain the troops. Not just overseas, even here, and it's just a lot different when you entertain the troops in Omaha versus when you have to go to Kabul. But it's fun. It's myself, it's George Lopez, it's David Tell, George Wallace, and there's some very funny and very heartfelt moments. So I think that's available on Amazon and Hulu, and it's a really cool thing.
When was the first time you went overseas? Do you remember that very first experience?
Yeah, I do remember that. It was in 2001, and they tricked me and said, do you want to go to Asia? And I thought, sure, I've never been to Hong Kong. And I ended up in the middle of Iraq. And I'm like, and we hadn't found Saddam, and I was looking for him because there was a reward. I was like Sacagawea with MapQuest. It was funny. It was a lot of fun. Not fun. It wasn't fun. Let's be honest. It wasn't fun at all. It's 120 degrees. They didn't even have a weatherman. It's got a little Iraqi guy go, today it'll be hot. Tomorrow it'll be hot too. Next week, hot some more. Back to you, Habib. He says that. Only some of you know that because you've been there. But it was not fun, but it was the best thing besides my son I think I've ever done in my life, because I feel like it was my little way to give back for the sacrifices that all the men and women do for us every day that people forget about.
How many times have you been over there now?
More than a dozen.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, more than a dozen. Not just to Iraq and Iran, and but to Germany and Turkey, and to troops all over the Johnson Islands and Dominican. We have troops everywhere. We have troops even in New Zealand. We have troops at some places I can't tell you where we have troops. So
they give you the inside scoop, huh?
No.
No?
They'd be stupid to tell me, because I can't even remember my own name. That's why I named my son after my husband, to prepare for Alzheimer's.
Smart.
But I'm just. They do these things. There's this one base in Alaska that literally, it's in Clear, Alaska. It's the Air Force base. It's the highest base in the United States. It's truly the base that watches for the Russians to shoot over. And It's the base is in the command post is in the middle of probably like a pentagon shaped dormitory situation, and in order for you to cross through, I had to be blindfolded, not blindsided, which would be different if they tackled me every time I went through there. That would be funny. But you had to be blindfolded, yeah, because you don't want to see any military secrets. But I'd be a good person to learn some secrets. I'm Sicilian. I could keep them till death. Omerta.
America, I like it.
No, omerta. That's an Italian word for secret. Omerta, America. You could probably do that. That's secret America.
Good to know. Now I learn something new every day. You also have a new special you're working on. Tell me about the special. It's kind of meaningful.
Kind of, yeah. It's called the Way After School Special. It's for, you're probably a little too young, but our generation, our parents didn't want to talk to us, so they put us in front of the TV and let the after school special teach us what we needed to know. And that's really basically what it's about. But it's at my high school, which if you ever wondered what happened to the captain of the cheerleaders, this one right here, you'd be severely disappointed. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and a lot of my friends are going to be there, and everybody's dressing up in 80s style. Oh, yeah. So we're encouraging, if you come out to my show, dress in your favorite 80s clothes. Some people are still wearing them anyway. I don't even have to tell you that.
Now, did they throw the offer out to you, or did you kind of contact them and arrange it?
The high school? Oh, no, I did that. I turned down because I went to a high school that when I said I wanted to be an actress, my guidance counselor said, you'll sooner, wait, let me give you the exact quote. She said, you're from here. The only way you're going to be on TV is to rob a bank. She knew me well. So I decided that I wanted to do this. And you don't have a lot of autonomy your first couple specials. So this time around, because my other one did so well, it's on Netflix, Finding the Funny, I said I want to go to my high school. Well, no production company wants to do that. Everybody kind of went, nah, let's go do it at theater, let's do this. And I'm like, no, we're going to the high school. So I've had to kind of buck the system and go around them, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it was a good move, and if not, whatever. At least I'll lose enough weight to get my cheerleading uniform.
I'm looking forward to that special. It sounds like a good time. Going back to high school, that's pretty cool. I respect a lot of that. Plus, I respect the documentary. Doing the overseas tours, that's really cool. Props to you and all the other comics involved.
It's my honor. I'm humbled by it.
Make sure you check out her special. It's on Netflix right now, Finding the Funny. Make sure you check that out, and check out that documentary as well on Amazon and Hulu, all that good stuff. Are we still...
Can I just say something? I'm probably a little too old to wear this braid. I should have figured that out before we did this interview. But if the closer I get, the younger I look, because the light is blinding me. Is this close enough?
I think that's close enough. Take care, guys.